It was announced today, Lee Corso's last episode of College Game Day is going to be August 30th. That's week 1 this year. No announcement on where the game's going to be. A lot of speculation. It'll end where it started, right there at Ohio State. Texas plays Ohio State week 1. So a lot of speculation is that's the first time he ever did the headgear. Maybe that's also the last place he ever does the headgear. That would be my guess, but we'll see. So, man, I, like many of you, have grown up loving college football. I, like many of you, have always had Game Day on, at least in the background, if not being glued to it, during my childhood years, my adolescent years, high school, college. Some say I'm even an adult now. It's always been a part of my life because college football has always been a part of my life. Therefore, Lee Corso has always been a part of my life. And think about how hard it is to stay relevant doing anything for this long, and yet Lee Corso has. And now, I'm blessed enough to cover the sport, so I'm blessed enough to be on a campus every Saturday, oftentimes the same ones they are. A lot of people who cover this sport, they get out of there. As soon as their obligations are done, they go home. Lee Corso, I don't care if it's a noon kickoff, I don't care if it's an 8 p.m. kickoff, that dude gets his sideline pass, and he is right there. You'll see him a lot of times on TV. I see him most every week, because most every week I'm at the same game as Game Day is. He's right there. Loves the sport now just as much as he did when he played it all those years ago and coached it for a long time. And the thing about it is, when Lee Corso was done coaching, he had lived a long life. There's no way he could have known in the late 80s, early 90s when they first started doing Game Day, there's no way he could have known that there are multiple generations to come that, all due respect, will have no clue I coached. They'll certainly not remember that I played. They'll remember me for being on TV, which just goes to show you could be in like your mid-50s right now or your early 60s right now, and unbeknownst to you, the thing you'll be remembered for could still be in your future. Because I can promise you, not knowing Lee Corso personally like that, I can promise you, that guy, when he's done coaching, there's no way he thought to himself, what I'm going to end up being known for is still down the road for me. But it was. It's just crazy how life works out. And then it's crazy within the pantheon of college football, all that we love about tradition, pageantry, the fact that you, by just being yourself, the way Lee Corso has, could end up being an integral part that's woven into the DNA of many of our college football lifetimes. It's a huge testament. The staying power itself is a huge testament to who he is, because you can't fake it for that long, especially to that crowd, to the college football crowd. You don't fake it for that long. You know that as well as I do, because there are people out there who try and fake it. They try and fake passion for college football just because they know it could be profitable. They wash out pretty quickly. The fakes, they wash out pretty quickly. Lee Corso is many things. Fake has never been one of them. So his authentic self, it appealed, it resonated. And when you're on a campus where Game Day is, or when you're even on a campus where Game Day isn't, and I know because I am every Saturday, you walk around a stadium and the conversation at 12:05 or 12:10 or 12:30 is, where y'all sitting? What'd you eat? Where'd y'all come from? Did you see who Corso picked today? Like clockwork, every Saturday. So, man, I'm appreciative of anybody who's contributed to the sport in that way, because he's contributed to the sport in every way imaginable. He's played it, he's coached it, he has covered it, and not only has he covered it, in as unselfish a way as possible, he made himself part of it. First off, nobody else in media even has any business trying to make themselves part of the sport. And if you tried it intentionally, you'd never accomplish it, and you just look pretentious like a loser, or worse in terminology, and no one would accept it. But Lee Corso didn't do it that way. He became a part of college football almost accidentally in the media sphere by just having fun and being himself. And man, what an institution that he was. And I think over the past few years, everybody wondered, like, is this going to be the year? Or is that going to be the year? When Corso leaves, what are they going to do? I've always chosen to think of it as, I'll think that way when the time comes. Hey, quick time out. check and see if you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, make sure you do. It's free. It doesn't obligate you or sign you up for anything. It just helps us keep the channel free. All right, back to the show. And if you have a situation sometimes where you've enjoyed someone or something for decades, and the biggest price you pay is that you think, oh man, maybe it went 1 or 2 years too long. Who cares? That's a very, very small price to pay. Not only that, he has long since gotten to the part of his career where he's able to go out on his terms, and I don't really think anyone raises an issue with that. So huge, huge, authentic salute from us here at Pate State to Lee Corso, and can't wait to see what they have in store for the first week games, because I'm interested to see not only what ESPN does. In my mind, there are other, college football pregame shows out there. Fox has a pregame show that goes head-to-head with ESPN. It would shock me if there wasn't a huge Lee Corso presence on that broadcast as well, because what you're talking about really transcends what network you work for or who you're competing against. So, yeah, that was not shocking news when we got it today, but very noteworthy, and I really thought that we owed it a little time on the show.